Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast from me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland of Future One, the one own langraskaya in the north. It is Angreifen, fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Rolling ahead here with the 3rd Armored Division, with Mechanized Company featuring mechanized groups, 76 mm Germans, mortar half-tracks, cavalry riflemen, and the combined arms ability. In the south, it is the one, the only, the angry Dutchman, fighting for Deutschland. Here forming up with the Kampfgruppe Meyer, with fortified armor elite troops and storm doctrine. A fierce fight awaits here with a mechanized starting. We've got a meaty dart truck here from Angreifen Grenadiers MG42 for the Angry Dutchman. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters. Without them and their support, the Propagandacast would not be possible. So big thanks to all those. Other people enjoy the ranks by Patreon, or they can donate via PayPal. You can also now, just pre-order Companies 3 via the link in the description. Also remember to use the code Propagandacast, because apparently there's some issues there at the moment they're trying to resolve, but until then, remember to use the code. And also just comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button, and also option of the YouTube video, reach out to more people. So, off to the races we are here. Interesting collection of commanders. Definitely not your typical Wehrmacht commanders. And mechanized isn't. It used to actually these really popular phases, but it's kind of faded out again. So either way, rush to the eastern side there. Quick motorized move there for freedom. West side, we've got the Reasons there, catching the Pioneers, the M1 carbines, firing off against the MP40s Pioneers, and there you go, wiring off here the entrance. While under fire from the Pioneers, they go popping back in. West side, we got the MG42 busy there. We got the 2nd Grenadier Squad there for the Angry Dutchman. His Grenadiers being pushed eastwards to try and forge a new path forwards for Deutschland and the Kampfgruppe Meyer. 2nd Grenadier Squad there for the Angry Dutchman. Tank troops busy there in the west. Eastern Fuel Seas with the Dodge truck busy there. And back here we got the Lieutenant there for Angreifen. West side, the MG42 we got there for the Angry Dutchman. We got the Pioneers, the Grenadiers at the ready, and we got more Grenadiers moving westwards there as well. It looks like he's deciding not to stick his head into the den of the line here. Grenadiers moving westwards there, Pioneers as well here, guessing a 3rd Grenadiers got the Angry Dutchman, then some tech. They could also go for 4 Grenadiers. Tank traps, and of course, interesting note, of course, is Angreifen is rushing out the Lieutenant. Suspect he might be planning to rely heavily on the cavalry riflemen, which is why he's not going for so many regular riflemen and flooding a lot of manpower. Possibly also some 50 cal. See, either way though, definitely not super common American meta game here from Angreifen. Sniper here for Angry Dutchman versus Mechanized. I mean, the dart truck could thresh race down the sniper, but of course at the moment, Angry Dutchman doesn't know that. I mean, Angreifen's been keeping his hands very quiet here, and he's also running off the other way. But thing is, if you are off both buildings, it's like you haven't wired at all. Like, what you need to then is, set up effectively a trap there, so that way, if they try to then exit, boom, they get caught in the trap. I mean, I guess that's why he did it, just, make sure there's, the wires in there. It's a bit of an oddity there. Anyway, snub almost done there for Angry Dutchman. 5th cal there for Angreifen, so that's a 50 cal rush there from the Americans. North here, we got the Pioneers caught with the Lieutenant. There you go, Panpast off here. On the dart truck there, we got 50 cal Lieutenant firing into the rears of the Grenadiers here, almost getting them wiped out here, but they do survive the encounter mostly. 50 cal right about done here. Ralph's going to need to pull back here as Angry Dutchman strikes for the full fury of the Third Reich here. Sniper out there as well with a scope, Gewehr 43. West side Lieutenant up here for Angreifen, and there you go. You can start calling the cavalry rifle now, and there you go. Immediately does do so. Bit shot on the military of the upgrades. You can see they could just pop into the building as if though the barbed wire isn't there. Number 50 coming on the eastern side. And we got the Mechanized command post almost ready. I'm guessing we're looking at here the Steward rush here from Angreifen. We could also go for the fast M20 here. In particular with the sniper out, there's arguably an incentive here for Angreifen to push for the M20 fast here to try and hunt down that sniper bastard. Panterfaust in the dart truck again. That's the 2nd Panterfaust that dart truck has taken, and technically it's about, but it does finally go down. But I'm fairly certain most automotive vehicles of that caliber would crumble under just 1 Panterfaust, and it's only 2 Panterfausts. Would pretty much see nothing left for him, the scrap heap. But there you go. 5th cal of Thompson's on the way there for the cavalry riflemen. And we got Angry Dutchman here with Storm featuring ambush training, smoke bombs, Jaeger Command Squad, Leichte Feldhaubitz 18 Artillerie and the Stuka bombing strike. Ja. Troops reinforcing. Cavalry there got their Thompson upgrade ready. A pair of Thompsons fine for them. MD4 sitting up here. Rascal there quick retreating as Angry Dutchman launches a concerted assault on the calf point. Could go for Jaeger Command Squad here, as he is kind of low in infantry, which could definitely be a bit dangerous. We've got a medic bunker on the way there. He's sitting up Russian fuel point. And there goes Stuart Light Tank for Angreifen. No M20s for him. He does not believe in utility. You want me to build what? A utility car, man? This is like, you know, Normandy, man. We need guns, not utility. Anyways, yeah, command squad out there for the Angry Dutchman. Lieutenant push back there. 5th coming in the car front. Cavalry moving forward as well there. Fuel fighting continues intensely, and there we go. Some poor bastard shot right in the arse on retreat by a sniper. The arse sniper of Normandy would later escape to Argentina to avoid facing the punishment for his crimes. Anyway, still a light tank ready there for Angreifen. Freedom and democracy here to clash against the comfortable might. In the west side, though, 2 squads being dispatched here to the echelons there. The Jaeger Command Squad spearheading the effort. The Gunners on the flank here. So some fierce, fast action there. Go pushing for the fuel needs for the Stuart Light Tank. Ready to rebuff those pioneers and preserve the sanctity of American fuel. Slamming about here, the 10 kills veterans, 1 still to the name. 5th kill there, getting rifle grenade by the Gunners, so bunched up. There we go. Most of the units just completely gets blown to chunks here, and there you go. Pioneers still pursuit through a light tank. In fact, could threaten to flank up behind here. And Angry Dutchman calls, realizing this development on the front line, orders his men to retreat, including, of course, the sniper here to avoid, well, total annihilation. There goes second flank as well. Catches the MD42 in a pretty bad pincer maneuver here. By bad, of course, bad for Angry Dutchman. Not badly done by Angreifen. And there you go. The cavalry riflemen with their Thompsons, with their grease guns, are greasing that MD42 and seizing it for America, leaving Angry Dutchman without any machine guns to deal with a fairly aggressive infantry opponent there. Though Angreifen may arguably slightly undercut himself for setting up the MD42 right here, right away, but then again, it could also really make things further complicated. But there's also the chance this makes it easier for Angry Dutchman, of course, to recover it. But for now, though, Angreifen is off to a really, I think, strong position here versus the Angry Dutchman. He's got a good chunk of the map. He's able to control the fuel better. And, of course, he's got an MD42 on top of his 50 caliber machine gun. But there we go. There exactly is what we're talking about. There might have happened there. Troops flanking up behind the MD42. Jaeger Command Squad is going to have a good chance here wiping it unless Angreifen gets very lucky, which he did not. That said, I think you should move in the Jaeger Command Squad to run recruit here. Pop the smoke grenade then, and then grab it. But no, now the situation become kind of sound. There you go. Rearson trying to grab, but they're taking too much damage. It's going to get wiped as well. At which point again, then pop the smoke grenade and then grab the M42. I think. There we go. Pop. A Pantherfaust is stupid. You can still pop the smoke grenade. It's well, now it's too late. Just do it. They're getting suppressed already. Which means, yeah, he's popping the smoke grenade now, but now there's Ralph Squads on the flank. Though the snipers assisting. Yeah. I mean, obviously there's a lot there going on there for Angry Dutchman, so I obviously don't, you know, blame him for, like, you know, not getting every beat correct right away there. But I think there was an opportunity to get it back, but oh well. Either way, the fighting continues to be an incredibly frenetic pace here. Angreifen charging the Stuart Light Tank. Angry Dutchman hauling a pack forward to the front line there. More troops pressing forwards here. Gunny is being caught here by the 5th cal. The cavalry rifleman and lieutenant is met with just an absolute firestorm of lead. Their 5th cal being rifle grenaded now. Pack 40 at the ready with the cavalry rifleman charging forward. We've got an Angry Dutch armoured car on the way here. Even as the cavalry charging forward, going for the sniper here. The force in the upstream could get a wipe, but there we go. Jaeger Command Squad narrowly saves the sniper's bacon. And there you go, wipes the cavalry rifleman in turn here. This fight is intense, and Angreifen here is committed to his aggression. He's going for a second Stuart Light Tank. Meanwhile, the Jaeger Command Squad is being mowed down here by the MP-42. No, Angreifen cancels the Stuart, goes for more cavalry riflemen. 5th cal about to get wiped out now. And there you go, 2-2-2 on the move. And there you go, Stuart now on the offensive once more. There we go, blinding the armored car, but there you go, Pack 40 ready, gets a great shot, and the Stuart Light Tank punches right through the sidearm, but the 2-2 is going to go down in flames like a ball of fire. And there you go, a smoking pyre of steel and death. And the MG42 gets wiped again, good lord. How many men have died for this MG42? How many men? But Mr. President, why are we sending in so many men to grab that MG42? Because we can, man. Because we can. That doesn't make any sense. America doesn't need sense. Oh, God. Rather than being murdered here by the Grenadiers in the command squad, quickly routed there. West side here is moving up. He finally pulls back with the MG42 stained in the blood of countless Americans and a couple of Germans too. Maybe an Austrian as well. East side here, we finally got someone there from the Angry Dutch and pushed up the Pioneers there. Western Post seized here. Major on the way for Angreifen. Realizing he can do more bigger things than the light tanks he takes up. I think that is a very smart decision here by Angreifen versus the Angry Dutchman.
The capture point is being overrun.
And there you go, Angry Dutchman taking up himself as well. Wait, okay, I briefly thought we were getting like another case of gravitational anomaly. Apparently the pack were just pushing around corpses like a snow plow of the very, very grim kind. Sniper there, Gunny's pushing back legions on the west, putting a stop there to Angreifen's western probing. And tech halfway down there, Major out for Angreifen. Western front being grabbed. Fixing up the Stuart Light Tank in the east. Pulling back the MU-32 again. Guess they forgot something like, you know, everyone else. Yeah, come out towards the 5th cal. Could pop the smoke grenade pack, maybe, but I think at this point it's already too late. Here we got the Stuart rushing in as well now. Pack 40 those ready. And there goes Sniper, almost wiped here by the Stuart Light Tank. And there, oh, that was really close there. That was uncomfortably close here for Angry Dutch. On the west side, the big push here. Driving right through here on Angry Dutchman's left flank. We are seeing some intense loss being inflicted on Angreifen. Numerous men already dead there in the dirt. Almost get to another cavalry squad wipe here. Beautiful rifle grenade there from Angreifen. Got more rifle grenades off here, and we got the Stuart racing to the base here, looking to get that sniper. Angreifen sees only red. In terms of blood, not communism. East side, they need to fix up the Stuart Light Tank. Obviously, MG4 being forward again. He still hasn't reinforced it fully. He still hasn't reinforced it. It's like, you know, they keep forgetting. God damn it, how do we keep forgetting Larry and Bob? Well, you know, no one really likes them. Yeah, which is why we got them, but we still need them to draw fire away from us. Oh, right. That's why we got them, to get them killed. Oh, right. And scanning points here. Sapomacop there for the Angry Dutchman. Angreifen could go for Sherman. He could also just go for the 7.6 Sherman. We'll have to see which of these two options he goes for. And there's an argument for both here, obviously. So, Newmont Gunny's being westwards there. We got Finn 53 with 163. Jason there being rep the party video command squad. Stuart once more growing at the base here. Angreifen is fearless to a degree you rarely see here. Just charting the base, engaging the medic bunker. Goddamn free healthcare. Get it, boys. What about our ambulance? That's an exception. Ralph got on the west side here, caught a bit of grenades being shot into the rear here, but there you go. Yeah, Kamar's going to be caught here in a fusillade of death here as Angreifen's men fearlessly charge in there. Freedom filling their lungs, and then blood as they get shot to bits. Sniper there, Volt's backing off here in this Stuart. Oh, it's backed off there. I thought it was actually back here bombarding into Angry Dutchman's base here. Sniper there in trouble with the lieutenant. Almost got the sniper this time around. Oh, we got the sniper inside of Angry Dutchman's base even. The absolute cheek And there you go. I'm going for the 7.6mm Sherman here, just in case Angry Dutchman surprises him with some tanks. Angreifen wants to be ready. Meanwhile, Angry Dutchman is definitely looking a bit worse for ways. And just 3 infantry squads, a pioneer and a pack squad. They're able to cause Angreifen one with his machine guns. And there you go. We do have a Panzer there for the Angry Dutchman. They Panzerkampfwagen 4, but even that's going to be obviously not fully favoured ever as the 7.6mm Sherman. So he's going to have to, like, you know, play pretty smartly here versus Angreifen. I hope that Angreifen makes some really big mistakes in the near future. Rav squad quickly advancing on the west side. There's Sherman almost down there for Angreifen. Stuart light tank is near the ace level. There you go. Got the 7.6mm Sherman ready. We'll have to see the XC switches cruise there between the two. I think that'd be pretty smart by Angreifen. I think that would be pretty smart.
We are losing a sector.
And nope, Angreifen's going to probe once more Angry Dutchman's base. Oh, he's going to go for the medic bunker again. Meanwhile, Angry Dutchman's going for another sniper. Panther arrives though, Stuart backing off here. Pack there being caught here. I think that's why I turned around there. Looking to ensure the crew dies. And there we go. Pack crew dead. There you go. Panther on the scene could take out here. Angreifen's to a light tank finally and get some vengeance. Pack being destroyed here though by Angreifen. If Angry Dutchman loses that one, that's going to be very uncomfortable. There you go. The pack is down. I repeat, the pack is kaput. Angreifen just continues to deliver hammer blow after hammer blow against Angry Dutchman. He has lost multiple units now. His odds are definitely looking pretty grim. But there you go. Both tanks bounce off each other here. Again, what are the absolute odds of a 7.6mm machine bouncing on a Panther 4's front armor 2 times in a row and the Panther 4 doing the same? Third bounce. What the hell is going on here? Like, statistically speaking, is pretty unlikely. I mean, I'm sure the tank crews are like, just, you know, god damn, what the hell? That's a chase. What are we firing here, Termises? Is someone firing our coffee at them? Can't afford to do that. Another miss there. There we go. Finally something penetrates. And it's Angreifen's Sherman tank that gets the first penetrating hit. The Angry Dutchman, another pack, 40 minutes losing the western field point here to Angreifen's Raiders. Got the Panther 4 sitting out here. Shoots and pretty much hits nothing as it is firing at nothing. And shattering a wooden cart there. So Angry Dutchman is definitely in a bit of a precarious position there. I mean, Angreifen's got most of the map. He'll soon have both fuel points. At this rate, he's definitely going to have like a significant arm advantage over Angry Dutchman. So Angry Dutchman, I think, needs to like, you know, conduct a tactical shift here versus Angreifen, I think, to like really increase his chance of actually getting through with this. Because currently, if he just keeps up the current pattern, he's just going to, like, you know, keep getting shot to bits by Angreifen in a manner that is efficient for Angreifen, rather than, you know, surprising Angreifen and hurting him hard. So there needs to be a tactical shift there. But there we go. On the West, Lieutenant Cameron Captain going to need someone up there. MD42 there, back to be 2 guys. Bob and Jim, gone. He's being pinned down with the info. There you go. Sniper almost got the remaining machine gun, and there we got a regular Sherman there for Angreifen. Can the sniper get a finishing hit on the MD42? Nope. Lucky there for Angreifen. Western Cavalry caught with the gun. Panther 4 there, and the Jaeger Command Squad, which has now reached ace level. Tanks being engaged with the Pack 40 here. The crew hard at work. They're trying to knock out those verdammten amerikanische Panzerkampfwagens. Jaeger Command Squad westward for the field point. Sherman almost done there for Angreifen. Angry Dutchman, of course, could commit to Stuk here to help deal with enemy armor on a more cost-efficient basis. Graham lost something with the Command Squad. There we go. Sturmgeschütz, that's going to get Angry Dutchman. 2 thumbs up. Looks like we might see an attempt to flank around near the Panther. I think that's fairly smart there by Angreifen. They need to support a bit with infantry in particular. It's also like floating an incredible amount of munitions. Like, I think some good pushes with the combined arms could actually like really leave Angry Dutchman reeling here. There you go, Panther caught here. Great shot there. Gaining measure 2 in the process here. Ambulance away there for Angreifen. Didn't have an ambulance until now? Huh. That's a surprise. MD42 there, veterans 1 with 1 kill, Sherman being backed off already. Stuke almost done it for the Angry Dutchman. Ambulance almost done here. There you go. Panther 14 gaining infantry crew. The ambulance almost on the west side. Stuke rushing forwards here for Angreifen. 7 kills, Veti 2. And there you go. Panther 4 almost got the infantry pack, landing a great shot. Then the Sherman cleanly through the frontal armor. 50 got their base in the east. On the west side, we got the Sherman backing off. And command squad trying to rush down here with the Panther Fausts. Panther backing off here, veterans who won there, 3 kills. Stuke they could do with a pin machine gun MD42 on the way there for the Angry Dutchman.
Sherman ready to go.
Bit of quiet here. We got telemines by the looks of it. Oh no, healing. Healing, alright. And another machine gun there for Angry Dutchman. Weapon max being unlocked there for Angreifen. For reasons that he needs to spend that munition on something, and certainly BARs and bazookas I think is an excellent investment here for Angreifen to consider into, though. That said, also lining up for some combined arms pushes could be really, really powerful. Like, it's a really powerful, but I think overlooked ability. In part because it does require a bit more setup than just, you know, pointing and clicking and then stuff dies. Which is probably why most players never make use of it. We got the Sturmgeschütz Ausfinger there ready with a Pinman and MD42. Wunderbar. Showing 40 rounds line of how the Stuke gets a great shot there, cleanly through the Sherman's armor. We got smoke bombs on the 50 cut positions at the building. Panther forwards almost like hits the crew there. Stuke should mean to support the Panther 4 here, I think. Sherman down to half health here. You can see he's also, I think, being a bit more hesitant now with the Panther 4 because he knows the Stuke is probably not far behind the Panther 4, so if he gets too aggressive, the Stuke's going to get several free shots, which could knock out, you know, his tanks pretty rapidly. Swinging the Panther 4, so catching some troops on the west side. We do have some upgrades. There we go. Good shot from the Panther 4. Close 22 close going for the car point here. Angreifen now faced with the Stuke is actually losing ground because he is forced to be much more hesitant with his armor. What inflicted here on Angry Dutchman by Angreifen. In fact, those are the pioneers that got utterly evaporated there by Angreifen's forces. And the Panthers going to the base and going for the ambulance. Now, without any Stuke to support, I feel that's a bit risky, honestly. There you go, Veggie to the Panther. We've got the Bazooka Fire there, flying at the Panther, causing significant damage to the medium tank. Sniper landing a hit there. I definitely need to put back the Panther 4 there for some repairs. I think at this point, there's too many risks involved with keeping it up here at the front line. Smoke bombs off, there we go. Sherman rushing forward at the Stuke. Pack 4 turning around again. The train allows the Sherman to get past it somewhat. There you go, smoke bomb off. Panther 4's me, not a smoke bomb. Panther 4 shoots, Mason smoking the pod here on the Pack 40. Good work there, Angreifen needs to get his arm a bit more moving. Stuke veterans 1 there, almost got on this Sherman. So every get rid of the veterans, 76 from the Sherman, that'd be great. He's Stuke down though. Quite a blow there to the Angry Dutchman. If we get rid of the Sherman, it's still going to be a pretty good trade off here for him in the end. Got the Sherman. The Sherman is kaput and the Panther 4 is alive. Fighting remains pretty fierce here as Angreifen comes in swinging hard here. With another Sherman where the Pack crew gets completely shredded here. And he's going to back off the Panther 4. I don't think necessarily clear out the infantry before they get their hands on the Pack and turn on the Panther 4. And there you go. M4 to the rescue acting means he can recruit the Pack 4 here against Angreifen. Most likely anyways. Panther 4 though. Heavily need repairs on the Panther 4 there for the Angry Dutchman and for Deutschland. More armor support here for the comfortable mine. There goes Stuart racing forwards once more. Other Sherman there being repaired back closer to the base. Going for the Pack crew here with the Stuart light tank near Eastlow. Bazooka teaming up as well here in case of a surprise tank or anything like that. And there goes Sniper and Ganesh moving to assist here. Yeah, command's got base. Well, there you go. Panther fast right through the rear. Pipe up the steward.
Sherman ready.
Panther 4 up to almost on the thing with Dutchman. First one still in dire need of repairs. And then upgrading the Pioneer of reinforcement. They should also upgrade them with hazard removal package. And the M42 go wiped here. And Angry Dutchman finally gets it back home. Mentioned one, the Sherman. Yeah, command's got there being brutalized by the Sherman's high explosive shells there. And there's the second Sherman. Angreifen building up a significant armoured force of which to shatter the German front line here. At least attempt to. There you go. Panther rushing in here. Second Panther force still being repaired. Tigra and his the Panther Faust. Ralph Squall charging in here. It's another tank boxing episode here. As the Shermans are blasting away there, but the risking blast. There we go. Panther cleared out. Panther 4 down though. That's actually a slightly beneficial trait there for Angreifen as the Sherman is a bit cheaper. Base once more exposed. Snub there. Narrowly avoiding getting hit there by the high explosive shell there. Off the Shermans or just regular shell it seems. Close 52 there. Need to doesn't get too close here. Looks like he suddenly doesn't care about it. He's just trying to straighten the line here. Angry Dutch in the flank up behind the Sherman with the Panther 4 there. That was definitely a significant tactical mistake here by Angreifen. Almost got the Sherman there. Talk about some rubbish gunnery there. It's actually meant to hit the front side of the Panther 4 even as the rear was pointing right at the Sherman. That is some spectacularly awful gunnery. Gotta wipe this one. Good lord. There's a gun up his ass. He's just spinning around there. Panther 4 there near ace level. Angreifen suddenly is looking a lot worse for having suffered fairly intensive losses here versus Angry Dutchman. While he might have made the occasional good trade there with his armor, it is now turned completely against him. Still driving that Sherman like that, I think, was a massive mistake here by Angreifen. That really, I think, gave Angry Dutchman a good chance to like just slam a fist right into Angreifen's nose here. Plus, he's like handed back the MU42 there to Angreifen. So suddenly, Angry Dutchman needs. So suddenly, the shape of Angreifen is looking a lot more comfortable. He's still floating a lot of manpower. Going for another major, interestingly enough, probably for another bazooka team, plus more riflemen. But he also needs more armor. In fact, he might even like want to consider like taking for a captain to go for anti-tank guns at this stage, rather than going for a major rifle squad. He might actually want to go for the captain and anti-tank guns. That way, A, he gets the infantry with the captain, obviously, but also then he preserves manpower for the anti-tank guns, which I think he really badly needs here. But it seems like Angreifen is attempting to effect just rely on bazookas. Again, it's not like there's anything wrong in relying on bazookas either, though, but a pair of anti-tank guns might actually have been a more optimal choice here for Angreifen's current situation. Panther 4 almost picked up near ace level. We'll have to see what Angreifen goes for next, but I'm guessing another 76 Sherman or a M36 Jackson here. We'll have to see him there. Goes Stuart racing forwards. The only tank he's still got alive is the Stuart. Took him quite a long while there to get to the ace level though. Great shot from the Panther 4 there. Ace level gain on the Panther 4. That is definitely dangerous here for Angreifen's forces. But there you go, we got a significant bazooka force. He didn't equip the riflemen with bazookas. I think that more than anything, I think really gives us a good idea as to like just how, you know, caught up in the armor fight here now that Angreifen is, and in fact how desperate he is to knock out that Panther 4 that he's willing to equip riflemen with bazookas. I mean, it is a 5-man squad with, you know, basically then bazookas and snares. I mean, that's on paper actually kind of good. It's just typically it's not what you want to be equipped with bazookas. It's majors, the echelons, but not the rifle squad. So Angreifen must clearly be feeling the heat here from the Panther Force, and he's willing to commit his rifle squads to the bazooka role as well. And that may be certain situations where it's actually like, you know, viable, but I will say this, it's definitely very, very rare to see him equipped with bazookas. Very rare. And there, almost got the sniper here with the cam rifle there. Very close to these as well there. Even got a bar on them, a BAR. But no, sniper gets away here. Another Pentafor to the Angry Dutchman. Angreifen, he can go for the central Sherman, but he's flooding a lot of manpower as well here. Part of me suspects that Angreifen might be racking his brain here, trying to find, like, you know, some solution to his current predicament. Some way out here. It doesn't involve learning German. Ground lost some points here. Machine Court here setting up in the fields. Then the East going for the eastern field point. Nice move there by Angry Dutchman. Jackson changed there for Angreifen. The M36 based off the Sherman chassis. In fact, most American tank destroyers was basically just, you know, repurposed chassis for something else. Like one of the first anti-tanks is basically a half track with an anti-tank gun. The M10 was simply also based off the Sherman chassis. It was really only the M18 Hellcat that actually had like a specific purpose-built chassis for it. There you go, Pantherforce moving out there again. Angry Dutchman forming up a armoured fist here, or at least understrength Panther platoon, to take on Angreifen and the Americans. Ralph Squad machine needs to get the Panther moving forwards here. Pretty bold maneuver here, show of force here against Angreifen. So far seems to be kind of working here, except the Pantherballs aren't really hitting anything. There we go. Jackson is already there for Angreifen, freedom and democracy. Bazooka teams are going for it. Pantherball takes some nice assault, getting stunned up here, or shell shot there. All the Jackson Masons, close call there for Angry Dutchman. Pantherfor there, Ralph Squad there, push back. MD4 from a strong line of defense against the infantry, ensuring that Angreifen can't dive into the armor either. Good shot on the Pantherfor there. Yeah, Command's got to find the car point there, but they're holding the line here. Angreifen being rebuffed there as well now. Now, I think Angreifen's infantry considers tactics here as the Angry Dutchman significantly, because the current approach is to take head-on into Angry Dutchman. I think currently it's just going to be a path of ruin and a lot of dead Americans. More cavalry from there for Angreifen. Almost got the Grenadier squad there wiped. Looks like they do narrowly survive the encounter, despite Angreifen's best attempt at otherwise. Still getting Pantherfausted, 5th coming up spot. There you go, Pack also engaging here. The situation is turning pretty awkward here for Angreifen. He's really struggling to make any impact now on here, Angry Dutchman. Got the Pantherfor going straight for the base here. Straight to the Jackson though. Great shot. There you go, Bazooka teams knock out the Pantherfor here. Could this be a critical error by Angry Dutchman at the wrong time? Could open up here for Angreifen, surging back on the battlefield. As suddenly it's only just one Pantherfor again. But can Angreifen actually exploit this here versus the Angry Dutchman, or will it be for naught, even with a burning, smouldering hulk of a veterancy free Pantherfor, which is, you know, otherwise a pretty massive blow to a Wehrmacht player. Stuart rushing forward to the great shot from the Pack 40, right for the Stuart crew. Jackson also following up here, going for the MD42, I think, there, of the sniper. Panther moving forward, need to get the Jackson, good shot there. Oh dear, this is getting pretty messy here. Almost got the Pantherfor there. MD42 about to get wiped out here. Oh dear, Angreifen may be doing it. Almost got the Pantherfor. He's almost got the MD42 as well. He's got the Pack crew though. Pantherfor though gets the Jackson tank, so the both support weapons could be crewed here by Angreifen's forces and turn against Angry Dutchman. Grenadiers holding the line as the Pantherfor firmly fires and Pack crew. Or Pack crewed now by the Americans. The situation is utterly chaotic. This could still be won by any player here, really. Although, Angreifen's infantry is definitely telling one side of the story that he may not be able to do that. Anyways, pushing it to the eastern fuel point here. Bars being dropped here. Grenadiers going to grab that BAR. Nice work there. Student needs to be pushed back into the fight. And there you go. Pack cleared out. MD42 was no recruit here. Maybe even without Angreifen just doesn't have enough strength here to pull through in the end. And we got a Stuka bomb drop. Oh! Almost had it. Almost. Imagine it. So close, yet so far. Also rendering the point neutral, which is a fun fact. It's something you don't necessarily know. But when used on a point, it actually renders it neutral. I in fact won one match where my opponent actually dropped it on a point, allowing me to grab it. So, fun fact there. Fun fact.
Ready for orders.
So we got 223 versus 124. That was many years ago, though. And this is the 50 cal there. But yeah, the situation is looking pretty hazardous here for Angreifen. He still believes in victory, but odds are now pretty grim, pretty grim. Like, Angry Dutchman needs to commit a significant mistake here. Angreifen really needs to pull off an absolute stroke of genius here against Angry Dutchman. I think to have a chance now. Not saying it's impossible, but it's definitely a bit unlikely. Meanwhile, we can see he's just taking in with machine guns, setting up some nice fields of fire. The Pack 40 is partly the way setting up is because typically Angreifen does attack head on, so of course playing for that scope. We can see that he's actually fitting up the flank. Thumbs up to Angreifen, at least on that account. We also got to inform up here a sort of eastern anchor point for this position, so that way Angreifen can't creep out. We even got some medical supplies there first. Very nice. Panther on the westwards here. You could go for an Ostman here, or just go for another Panther 4. I think both would be acceptable choice here for Angry Dutchman. Angreifen rapidly bleeding out victory points at this point, down to 70 here versus Angry Dutchman 223 here. Ralph's caught there close, being right up at the sniper there near ace level. Oh, does he finally wipe the sniper number 2 here? Yes, he does finally get a sniper wipe. A small win for Angreifen in a sea of otherwise unpleasant things. Apparently accidentally set the recruit hit there. Oh dear, another shot away there for Angreifen. Another Panther 4 for the Angry Dutchman. 54 points left here for Angreifen. That's the Angry Dutchman. 52. Still rushing forward. Got 50 points left. Panther 4 going straight for the base. He's going to go for that ambulance. Getting vengeance for that medic bunker, obviously. 11 kills on the Panther 4 near Vetchny 2 here. Bazookas just flying all over the place, but they're not hitting a lot of targets. Goes through at the diving, clearing out the Pack 40, but it's now getting exposed to a lot of Panther Fast fire. And there you go, wipe the unit. Station Vanguard now utterly disintegrating here. Damage and get 24 kills here. 21 points left. Panther 4's about to combust. Bazooka team is hot pursuit. Got infantry covering up here. Narrowly misses the Panther 4. Both Bazooka team do it. And the Panther 4 takes out the suit. Gaining Medicine 2 here. We got 12 points left. 9 points left. And there you go. GG, game over. A loss here for America, Freedom, Democracy. A hell of a fight here with a lot of close calls there. A lot of interesting maneuvers and a lot of interesting developments. So I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell a friend, tell a family. But don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Cheers. Thank you for watching. Till tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.